Howdy y'all, my name is Brunt Hefferton, Mist Runner, Thorim War of the Thorim War of the Mist Runner tribe. Do it again. Howdy y'all, my name is Brunt Hefferton. Shit. It's not off, turn that off. Howdy y'all, my name is Brunt Hefferton, Mist Runner, Thorim War of the Mist Runner tribe. And I haven't done this in a while, but we got some fresh content for you. Ulduar is in. And we have an actual challenge once again on the table. You might be like, Brunt, we hadn't seen a guide for you in a hot minute. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you directly why. Naxxramas was boring as shit. We had done Naxxramas. I've done the guides on Naxxramas. I talked about patchwork the first time, and then patchwork is back. Guess what? You need to do the same thing that you did last time, but now you got like 2 more abilities. And that's about it. So, yep, been a little bit radio quiet on the Brunt guides, but I'm back with another fresh one for you here today. And one of the refreshing things about Wrath of the Lich King coming out is it changed a little bit about how fights play out. It changed a little bit. It changed a little bit of how threat works and how mitigation works and how hard bosses hit and the different tank buster mechanics that they have in Wrath as opposed to vanilla. So what do we got here for us? This phase we have Ulduar. Now, Ulduar is a place over here. It's in the Storm Peaks. It's up here to the north. Ulduar, to the north of Dalaran. Now, this place, it's the Titans, kind of like Viking-looking people and stuff. There's like storm people. There's like a nature area. They're kind of like stone people, is what it looks like to me. But I'm just from the grassy lands of Mulgore, so I don't know all the lore of that. But some people do, maybe watch their video on that. But anyways, I just wanted to talk to y'all about the first hard mode that our guild did, and I'm going to tell y'all how to do it. So, the first hard mode that we did was Mr. Thorim. I don't know if we call him Mr. Thorim, but it was Thorim. Let's find this right one. Is this it? I know, we got to mute the music. We don't want to get DMCA'd. All right. Gonna turn off that scene switcher there. Turn that back on. Okay, turn this on. All right, here we go. We got Thorim. Nope, don't want that there. We got Thorim. He is a big old guy in the mountains. And he's up in this arena that I'm in now. So we're in this arena, and this is where Thorim is. He's overseeing his arena, and then there are 2 teams here. You've got a team in the arena, and you've got a team in the tunnel. In the tunnel, people have to kill ads, and they have to avoid explosions. That's basically their route. Avoid explosions, kill ads. Our job here in the middle is to kill ads. So I'm just going to go through here, kind of my thought process for this phase. As the tank in the arena, I'm just trying to shield blast what I can. I did a shockwave to stun everything. You can stun a lot of these. There's a Darkmoon champion here. I disarmed his ass. Look at that. His hand is all red. He's upset. And my team is taking him out. And then Devastate is super good here. Because normally you're going to have your physical DPS in the arena. And they send the range or the magic DPS down the hallway. Because some of this stuff blows up when it dies. So Devastate opener is very good. You'll notice me here for this trash prioritizing Devastate above Shield Slam. And now some of y'all be like, Brunt. I was reading in the Warrior forums or Discord that you're supposed to Shield Slam over Devastate. And now that's in concept if you're in a steady single target fight. Yes, that is the rotation, but these motherfuckers are lasting for like 4 seconds, man. So for me to get a little bit more threat, who cares? Who cares if I get more threat? He's dead in 2 seconds anyway. If I Devastate, then I put 2 stacks of Sunder Armor on the target, which means GPN Ward, the Fury Warrior, he's slapping harder. Lara the Rogue, she's slapping harder. Lasper the Rogue, he's slapping harder. Leon Pauls, the Ret Paladin, she's slapping harder. Ursidon the Feral Druid, he's slapping harder. Sayaka the Death Knight, slapping harder. Initial DK slapping harder. Broken Helix slapping harder. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, is that you got to think about these fights in Wrath of the Lich King more so than vanilla, where it's not as hard and fast. You've got weird fights. Just a bunch of stuff is coming in here, and I devastate. Look at the bar up here. Want to see how my Sunders work. We got the champion here. I'm thunderclapping because it's a big clump. I shockwave a big clump. We get this guy. I devastate. I revenge devastate. Revenge does a lot of damage. Okay, the boss is here. Taunt the boss. Okay, there's a taunt swap. Hang on. We got to stop right here. Stop right here. This has a really weird and interesting mechanic in this fight. And I'm going to show you. Get that dragon ass out of my face. What the hell is this? You ain't supposed to be on a dragon in the streets of Dalaran. Get that over to the landing area. Jeez, where's the police here anyways? Go to the airport area. You're not supposed to have your mount there. All right, anyways. What I was saying for this fight. You need the Glyph of Taunt. Glyph of Vigilance. Your Vigilance ability transfers this additional 5% of the target's threat to you. This is just a massive threat boost. Just passive. As long as you put it on the person who does the most threat in your raid for that fight. Sometimes it's your top DPS. Sometimes it's a class that has lower threat reduction for their DPS. Hello, ma'am. So anyways, you need the Glyph of Taunt. The Glyph of Taunt. Do I have one in my bag? Glyph of Taunt increases the chance for your taunt to succeed by 8%. So this fight that I'm going to show you, this makes it way easier if you have this. And the one I would recommend replacing is the Glyph of Vigilance. This one is like your threat zooming, but it doesn't help you survive. So as a tank, it's good, but it's not going to be prioritized over surviving. And what I learned on this fight, Thorim, is I couldn't hit all my taunts reliably if I didn't have the Glyph. I was just getting resisted a bunch, and that means that your other tank is getting clapped. So I replaced Vigilance with Taunt. The other ones I have, Glyph of Blocking. This is just really good, so keep this one. And then Glyph of Devastate, 2 stacks of Sunder. This is just too good. Keep this. Glyph of Charge. This is just too good. Keep this. Glyph of Command. This is good. And then Thunderclap. Also super good. So that's what I got for there. Glyph of Taunt for Thorim hard mode. Now, I'm going to go back to the Thorim hard mode. All right. So he's down here. And it says Unbalancing Strike on Fasani Taunt now. This is the other tank in my guild. Fasani, Death Knight, very good player. So, he needs to taunt whenever I have Unbalancing Strike. And then now I need to taunt when he gets Unbalancing Strike because it lowers your defense. It means you're crittable and you could just be pancaked. So I want to taunt whenever I can. So I'm prioritizing staying alive as a thick tank, like I'm wearing mitt for this fight, full mitt. And I'm prioritizing watching the DBM and taunting when he gets the Unbalancing Strike. This is just a base Deadly Boss mods. I didn't do anything fancy, it's just DBM. And most guilds require this anyway. So I taunt, and it's on me. And what do I want to look at for this fight? I want to look at making sure I've got my debuffs up. Thunderclap and Demotion. Now, there may be some guilds where someone else is covering that for you. But for me, we don't have a ton of warriors. So I'm just keeping an eye on that, and I want to let the other warriors zug. So I'm just putting my debuffs on, keeping the Sunders up with the Devastate, trying to do my normal rotation. And then you have to plan your defensives in this fight. Because Thorim is going to be getting buffs throughout the fight to his damage output. Which means you need to use stronger and stronger defensives as the fight goes on. He doesn't have any stacks right now because he just came down. But watch right here next to where it says Bonoko. He's going to get stacks of some buff to himself. And now I need to taunt. It's on Fasani now. We got the debuffs up. Someone's having fireworks. Okay. Unbalancing Strike. Trying to get... Okay, I got threat on this. I have Demo Shout, but not Thunderclap. I need to get that. I do have Commanding Shout. We have Bloodlust. Unbalancing Strike. Now, what are my defensives here? I've got an Iron Shield. I've got a Trinket, which gives me armor. I've got Last Stand, and I've got Shield Wall. So I'm doing a shattering throw right now. Oh, nope, I don't have time for that. I'm taunting again because it's my turn. There was unbalancing strike on the other tank. And now he has 3 stacks of this. You see this? 4 stacks now. So he hits harder and harder. Once he hits 5 stacks is normally when he can start killing a tank that's geared for this tier. 5 stacks, and you really got to use defensives. So I think on 5, I'm using Last Stand. Let's see what I do. Okay, it's 5 stacks now. All right. I just used this, which is my indestructible potion, stone shield, iron shield. They change the name of this every phase, but it's your armor potion. 2 minutes. I used that for stack 5 and Last Stand. So I'm not messing around. I'm increasing my health by a lot, and I'm increasing my armor by a lot with the iron shield potion. Now I still have shield wall for the next one where I have to taunt and tank. So we got Last Stand, Demo Shout is on him, Thunderclap is up. We got 5 Sunders. I'm devastating. I'm shield slamming. This is great. I shield block. Shield block is a defensive technically. All right. Now he taunted off because I'm unbalancing. I'm sundering. Keeping up Thunderclap. Heroic Strike is obviously your rage dump. So just hitting that a lot. All right, it's on Fasani. Mocking Blow resisted and taunt resisted. Challenging Shout to get him. And then I taunted him. So that was a reaction to some bad luck. You can still miss some stuff. Mocking Blow resist. Challenging Shout is another fallback plan you have. And then taunt again, because taunt brings you up to max threat. I need to get Demo Shout or something. Okay, we get Thunderclap, Demo Shout. Boss is getting low. He's up at 8 stacks, or is that 6? Man, that's hard to see. He's got more stacks. All right, it's on Fasani. Now it's on me. Shield Wall. He has a lot of stacks now. We're using everything we got. Shield Wall expire in 3 seconds. Now I'm about to get unbalancing. I parry. Oh, now I'm dead. Soul Stone, I'm back up. I'm back up. And I'm dead again. But that's enough, and we get it. So you can see there at the end, he hits really hard. When I taunted and I didn't have Shield Wall, I just got insta-blapped. But we had enough damage overall to take the boss down. We held the boss stable for a long time. The nice thing about this fight is you don't need to move once you've been in position here. This is all about taunt swapping and about managing your defensives and using them at key times. And also investing in the Glyph of Taunt. So step number 1, get a Glyph of Taunt and a Glyph of Vigilance. Actually get 5 of each and just bring them in your bag. Because if you're going to do this with your guild as a warrior tank, you want to make sure you're not going to be missing all your taunts. Because Thorim, like, he's a big stone god giant guy, right? So some of your normal insults with your taunt are not really going to work. Like making fun of someone for not being tall. Like, obviously that's not going to work on him. So Glyph of Taunt is going to help you kind of get more attuned to the different ways to piss off someone from Storm Peaks. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, Glyph of Taunt, manage your defensives. The warrior has the armor potion as a defensive. You can save that. You don't need it right at the start of this fight. And then you've got the armor trinket I have. You might have some other activatable trinket that counts as a defensive. And then you've got shield block as like a mini defensive. And your 2 big ones are Last Stand and Shield Wall. So talk to your raid leader about when they want the Last Stand and when they want the Shield Wall. The Warrior Shield Wall is the strongest defensive you have. It is just massive damage reduction for a very long time. And you can also use the 4-piece set bonus from your tank set from Nax if you need a little bit more time from the Shield Wall. So I hope you found this guide useful. This is a pretty tricky fight. A lot of your wipes are going to be due to range DPS dying, and then you can't meet the DPS check to just kill him before he gets too many stacks. So be patient with your guild and be patient with your raid. This is a pretty tough fight, and a lot of these fights are a lot harder than ones in previous phases. So be patient with each other, communicate with your team, try to have your stuff on good hotkeys too. Last stand, yes. Challenging shout, yes. I want to keep on my armor potion. I want to keep on my agi potion all the time. I mean elixirs. Check it, check it. Now we tanking. Now we tanking. We're getting tanky now. Let's go. I'll show you my gear real quick that I kind of use to tank this. Furnace stone I had. Has dodge, armor, good. Essence of Gossamer. Armor plated shotgun. You need to be crit immune, so I have almost 540 defense, and then I have some resil. I think I'm a little bit over cap, but that's fine. Better than being under cap. And then I've got good shield. I've got a good weapon. I've got these, and I use the blacksmithing to add a gem socket for this. 40 stam. And I've got unbreakable chest guard from 25s. Pretty good gems, good socket bonus. Then I got Cloak of the Iron Council. And then as a hit option, I've got this one. Which should give me a little bit more hit. Anytime you're in the start of a new phase doing progression, your threat stats are going to suck. That's just how it is. You're under expertise and under hit, but you don't have the luxury to get all of that and then also be big enough to live through the fights. If you try to just, oh, I'm going to be expertise capped and hit capped, well, you're also going to get your cheeks clapped because everything's going to kill you. These hit pretty hard. It hits very hard. People get pancaked. You saw it on Thorim. I ended up getting blapped. It happens. Helm of the Faceless. I just got this after Thorim off of General Vezax. This is your Mit Bis. 37 stam, 20 defense, and the 32 stam to increase armor value from items. Holy mackerel. And the 24 stam gem, 8 defense rating, defense, dodge, parry. It's just thick, thick, thick all the way down. And I still got 2 pieces of this. Shoot slam damage, pretty good. I'm looking forward to getting the next tier stuff. They recommend you get your helm and your chest, but I got both of those upgrades already, so I'm like, should I get that still? But yeah, the tier set is very good. Anyways, it's cool making another video for you guys, and I'm gonna have other videos for you coming out because Ulduar is actually a challenge and Wrath is pretty cool. So happy to be out of Nax finally. Did pick up the cheeky immortal title with the guild. Shout out to everyone who survived that run. But yep, Ancestors watch over you guys, and I'll see y'all on the next one.